Penny, we touched on the current generation of swimmers at the moment. When you look at where we sit more broadly with South African sport, and you look at where we were in 1996, what do you think allowed you to do what you did so that maybe we can do today, we can be doing a little bit better today, to try and have a couple more Penny Heyns blazing through the pool and ending up on podiums?
Okay, I think that I had great support from the likes of Dr. Sam Ramsamy, in the sense I didn't even know him that well, but he really, I don't know why, but he thought I had the talent, and he backed me. In hindsight, I found out now, backed me when there were a lot of people saying, you know, I'm not really the one to back. I also went to the States. Once again, I believe without having gone to the States and swum in the college system, I don't think I would have continued swimming beyond the age of 18. So I really think we do have a pool of talent. We don't have the finances to support them the same way that the other countries are able to. And so I think we need to make the most of the opportunities that exist for those who want to go to the States and support that. This is not a very popular view. There are South African coaches who seem to think they can do the job here. The irony is those who do the job here are bringing in international coaches to help out. So yeah, it's a bit of a political thing, I think. And I think if you look at track and field, we definitely are producing the goods, but for some reason I think the track and field athletes have more support and they are able to be exposed to top competition frequently. I think that's the bottom line. We need to be able to compete against the best in the world on as frequent possibility as there may be. And I don't quite know going forward right now how that's going to happen with the younger crop of swimmers. Not a very high note, is it?
Well, let's look at another space where you can speak from a lot of experience. And if there's one thing when I hear your story, when I read about it, that maybe wasn't there as much as it should have been during your career, was a sense of balance, and that in terms of getting the support that you needed, having people give you a life outside of the pool from time to time. If you were to speak to a young swimmer now, and they're all training mad hours and they have to be competitive, trying to make sure that you've got another interest, you've got something that's giving you the occasional diversion from the pool. How crucial is that?
No, I think it's vital, and I think the young swimmers have good examples in the likes of Chad and the top athletes right now. Well, of course, now we have access to the Instagrams and everything that they post all the time. It looks to me like they're quite balanced. They are training really hard, but they're enjoying life around their sport as well. I don't know if I was the exception, but I was just eat, sleep, swim. But I am a bit of a hermit, or was anyway. And I would say to the young swimmers, you don't have to train hours and hours. Today's science shows us you can, I believe more in race-paced training, or you prepare yourself for the job you are going to do on the field of play. We don't need all this extra rubbish. Having said that, though, that means when you get in the water or you get on the track, whatever it may be, you make the most of that time that you have there. It's 100% effort. And that's where I feel that's the difference between the better or the best swimmers and the rest. There's a lot of young swimmers who tell me their dreams and they want to go to the Olympics, etc. Then I say, are you prepared to do X, Y, and Z? And then no, not really. So there has to be balance, but there has to be that sacrifice and discipline. And I think just in general, and I'm not dissing the young generation, but in general, I think a lot of this generation struggle with the same degree of discipline that we had maybe when we were younger.